What is good with y'all, man? It's Crunch Time TV. A lot of people be asking me, how do I feel about the trend going on about being done with the 90s, the whole we done with the 90s trend. And like I said, man, I really don't talk about it as much because at the end of the day, it's going to die out because it's not real analysis of the game. It's obviously just a whole bunch of lowlights. Which the whole thing about it is that they making it seem like this is new. You know, 90's and 80's basketball has always been what it is. You know what I'm saying? So they're not pointing out nothing new as far as the evolution of the game. But it's never been this big and this much talked about and oversaturated. And the reason why that is happening is because because it is a big distraction. Because anytime something is over pushed, it's always a distraction. So now this is a distraction, and you might be asking yourself, "Hey, Crunch, why is this a distraction? What you talking about?" It's a distraction from the things that the media should be talking about that they're not talking about, and that is the accusations of the NBA players and other athletes using PEDs from guys like Chael Sonnen, from guys like DJ Academics, and guys like that bodybuilder, I forget his name, who are and Victor Conti himself, who Victor Conti is the founder of Balco, and Balco is the company that pretty much was distributing these substances to athletes and had a whole scandal with that. So the whole situation is that the media, the mainstream media, isn't saying anything about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 0% coverage on that. And meanwhile, this we done with the 90's is trending as pretty much like a last resort. You know what I'm saying? You see the memes going out saying, where everybody's saying, yeah, the GOAT debate finally over. So now that's how you know it's their last resort. Because they talking about, yeah, OGs scrambling and fighting for their life to try to debunk it when ain't nobody really fighting. Nobody's really scrambling and trying to fight, you know what I'm saying, fight to do nothing. It's really not hard. It only takes one YouTube search. So when you say Jordan don't got no left, all it takes is one YouTube search to find him going left. You know what I'm saying? And then they say, oh, OG's fighting for their life to try. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody really worried about that. Like I said, it's going to die out because these guys are not actually really breaking down basketball, and it's just a trend. Trends always go away. Because the truth is what it is, dog. You win in your era, and it just is what it is. You do what you do for your era. Um, Anybody can post lowlights. I can pull up the whole Shaq and the Fool from all these years, and Shaq and the Fool is from the 2010s and the 2020s. So you pulling up lowlights. Then you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a whole like. Listen, dog. I really don't really care about it, but I just want to tell y'all it's a distraction. Though it's giving you brain fog. It instantly, anytime that you're thinking about LeBron versus Jordan, you instantly say we done with the 90's. So it makes you not think about what you should be talking about, and is that scandal. Because LeBron fans would rather talk about this versus talk about you know what I'm saying, those accusations. Which, if it's not true, then I just don't know why the media don't just cover the topic. You know what I'm saying? Too, I don't know why the media doesn't just cover the topic. But you know what I'm saying? Too, but that's just how it goes in the media, though, bro. Anytime that something is really being pushed out heavily, because remember, this we done with the 90's guy, he been out. I've been seeing his videos a long time ago, and now all of a sudden it's trending. Trending. You know what I'm saying? To but it's just a whole bunch of false information in these videos. Also, a whole bunch of confusion and false information. Because you have to understand those videos are literally propaganda. I be seeing videos that guys put on TikTok, and I be about to stitch it, and I'm just like, bro. So really, if I'm about to stitch all these videos and try to correct them, that means all the people that's posting these videos don't know about basketball. So I don't have to waste my time talking to them. It's all good. Pull up low lights all you want. You know what I'm saying to you? But then if I put some actual critical thinking analytics about somebody, they gonna call me a hater. But then if you post footage of somebody literally calling them trash, they're not gonna say that's being a hater. See, if I say LeBron don't got no bag, they call me a hater. When you say Jordan don't got no left, they don't call you a hater. Even if you can disprove that. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's just all confusion. You know what I'm saying? Anytime there's a whole bunch of confusion going on, it's an evil force behind it. You know what I'm saying to you? Where there's confusion, there's evil forces behind confusion. So this is clouding everybody's brain, hoping that the scandal gets swept under the rug and things of that nature. Because what ends up happening is that if something does come out and something does, get discovered, LeBron fans are gonna be heartbroken. So they're just trying to live in fantasy world right now. There's no way around it, dog. Michael Jordan won 6 championships, dog. And it's literally no way that you. This is pretty much the most desperate, the most pathetic plea to try to discredit Jordan I have ever seen. It's absolutely pathetic. You know what I'm saying to you, dog? It's absolutely pathetic. Then this guy on TikTok was talking about, yeah, yo, so Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". Somebody that was 5'3" was able to play 14 seasons in the league in Jordan era. That would never happen in LeBron era. Nigga, Errol Boykins was like 5'4", 5'5". He played like 12 years. He played like 13 years in the league in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying to you? But yeah, man, I'm damn near, you know what I'm saying? If anybody want to join, man, let me know y'all want me to drop the link on this one, dog. Because at the end of the day, you can't never fall for the bait. Y'all falling for the bait. Y'all always going for it. Hook, line, and sinker. You know what I'm saying to you? It's actually sad, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? We really think about it because, that's just the way how the media is, how the world is. Send that link out to the gang, man. That's just how the media is, dog. But I give about 3-4 weeks. I'll give it about 3-4 weeks and it'll be done. Nobody be talking about it no more. Nobody be talking about it no more, dog. They say they done with the 90s, but they keep watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta watch it to go. You feel me? You gotta watch it to go find the footage. And then the whole time they keep on saying, yeah, we finally watched 4 games. Well, they just snitched on themselves because that just mean right there they just snitched on themselves. But they was never watching 4 games to begin with. So, I'm gonna see Malik and them want to pull up. They was never watching 4 games to begin with. But in my opinion, though, I do think the 2000s, though, like the 2000s, the golden era of basketball, though. Because I think the guys from the 2000s is on par with the guys today. Like the best players in the league, like the top of the line superstars from the 2000s, I think they on par with the superstars, the best players from nowadays. Now, as far as the role players, I do admit, though, like a lot of role players nowadays are more skilled. But like people always say, right? People is like they can't have it both sides. Because on one hand, they'll tell you skill don't mean everything. It's about X, Y, Z. It's about the intangibles and stuff like that. But then now, when it comes to this era talk, they saying that this era is better because they more skilled. You feel what I'm saying? So, like for example, whenever you're talking about a certain group of players, they always say, "Well, skill don't mean anything." They always get on me talking about, "Yeah, Crunch, you just like skill. You don't like nothing else but skill. That's why your list be so bad." So now they talking about skill. What about all the other stuff? What people are trying to tell y'all is that it's about all the other stuff that made the actual product of the game of basketball more authentic back then. That's what people are saying to you. And the reason as to why that I believe them, the reason why I believe older people on that is because people always be like, yeah, Crunch, you always trying to side with them. No, the reason why I believe them on that is because I remember when the game was a little bit better about 10 to 15 years ago. Like when I first started watching the game, like late 2000s, even, you know what I'm saying, in the first half of the 2010s, that's when I feel as though the game even then was way different than what it is now. So if it's different from then, it had to have been different if you was to go back even farther from when I started watching. Like I can only imagine what they feel, because even I know it was different when I was a kid type shit. You know what I'm saying to you? Um, so like I'm saying to you, dog, I think a lot of that has to do with Stephen Curry, but also it has to do with LeBron James. It's like a mixture of it. Stephen Curry changed the way how the game itself is played, but the game how he was playing on the Warriors, they were still playing the right way. All these other teams that can't really that don't have the like the personnel the Warriors had. A lot of these teams started playing bad basketball. But I think LeBron James impacted it too because he started like the player empowerment movement. And so now a lot of these players just team up with each other versus competing. You know, a lot of these players are really worried about one thing, and that's being recognized as the best. They worry about having the fruits and not putting in the labor. So that's what happened because of what LeBron did, in my opinion. Now LeBron put in a lot of work himself, but it's not. I'm not saying he didn't put in the work. It's just the mentality that came about, and that's the product of the league that we have now. So we got that. We got the LeBron. We got the player empowerment mentality mixed with Stephen Curry's impact on the game, and it's pretty much just a shit show. You know what I'm saying to you? It's pretty much terrible right now. But like I said, I think it's actually going back though. I think it's going back to normal though. It was just that era. It was a lot of stuff going on, man. It's going back to how it is. I mean, how it should be. As soon as these older guys get out the league, because you see guys like Shea Gilgeous, he didn't have to team up with no superstar. You know, guys like Anthony Edwards, he stayed on the team he's on now. He does have Karl Anthony Towns, but you got like these younger guys are not really worried about teaming up. The ones that's the best of the best, they're not really worried about all that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying to you? So, and then like I always tell people, right? They can say that they done with the '90s. They can say that LeBron is the GOAT. But all of the best players in the league, right? All of the best players, Shea, Anthony Edwards, as far as the younger guys, Luka, Tatum, you know what I'm saying? The guys that are actually going to be the faces of the league that run the league. All of those guys will tell you that they got Jordan and Kobe over LeBron. You know, it's always like the role players, the guys that barely get in the game, or you know what I'm saying, the guys that's like, you know what I'm saying, or nice, but they ain't really the faces of the league. Those are the guys that, you know what I'm saying, they'll play the interviews of them saying that LeBron is the GOAT. But the best players will always tell you is Jordan and Kobe. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all can be done with the 90s. Y'all can be done with the 90s all y'all want. Y'all favorite players ain't done with the 90s.